that, make sure that you're really on your legs, but if anyone wants to grab it out, feel free to do so. Well, we're going to start off doing a warm-up. This is our regular warm-up on Tuesdays, so I'll go over it quickly, but I'll talk us through it as we're doing it with music. Starting in parallel, 8 cranks in the plie, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, circle the head, 6, 7, 8. Half stretch for 8 counts and back to parallel. Repeat on the left, 8 cranks in the plie, circling the head, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half stretch for 8 counts, and then we'll come to first. Then we'll take tendu, 1, turn in, 2, turn out, 3, and flex, and point, and brush, close, side, turn in, turn out, flex, plie, point, 3, closes into the back, turn in, turn out, flex, point, brush to first, cambrai side, and up, roll up through the feet, lower straight, repeat all of that on the left, then we'll stretch over in parallel, 8 counts forward, 4 counts to go back, 4 counts to twist, same on the left, 8, 4, 4, we'll finish off, bring our knee to our shoulder, circle the ankle out, you can use the bar for balance, same thing on the left side, whoosh, and then we'll finish there. So facing the bar, 8 cranks in the plie, circling the head, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, here we go. Right foot, 1. Circle the head. Right foot back, half stretch. Plant that heel down as we tuck the core and hips up. Back to parallel. Repeat left, and right. Circle the neck. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Left foot, half stretch. And find your first. Right foot tendu, 1. Turn it, turn up, flex, plie, and brush back. And force to the side. Turn it, flex, plie. To back, tendu back. Right arm cambrai side. Come up and roll up through the feet. Lower, repeat on the left. Tendu, 1. And side. And left arm, cambrai side. Roll up through the feet. And stretching over that right leg parallel, 8 counts. Rolling up. Up and out of the hips to the left. And twist over that front leg. Repeat left. Rolling up. Up and out of the hips to the left. And twist. And bring that right knee to your right shoulder, circle the ankle out. One last squeeze and switch other side. One last squeeze and release. Good. All right. Let's take a plie from, let's start in first, 7 and 8. We'll take plie 1, reach 2, plie 3, stretch 4, grand plie, and 6, 7, and 8. Let's take forward, 2, 3, 4, and back, 6, 7, and second, and 1, and reach, and demi, and stretch, grand plie, 6, 7, 8. Let's go towards the bar, and away, and forth. Let's do tanlie, reach, tanlie, run, tanlie, reach, tanlie, run, cambrai forward over, finding tanlie, and up, cambrai back, and fifth, demi, reach, demi, stretch, grand plie. Let's take a circular port de bras. Let's go right around to the left side today. Demi, reach, demi, stretch, grand, forward and back. Second, same thing, towards the bar and away. Fourth, you tanlie, tanlie, run, tanlie, cambrai forward, straighten that standing leg, cambrai back. Fifth, same demis, grand plie, circular. We'll go right around to the left side. As we take this arm, make sure the shoulder doesn't come off the hips. Keep that shoulder back as we're reaching past those fingers. Here we go. And then reach to arabesque. The elbow brings it back. Grand plie, getting taller. Heels bend down. Forward and back. grand plies and fifth, our heels should always be connected and pressing against one another on the way down and on the way up too. Yeah, that'll really activate our glutes so that if we ever had to do a grand plie in center, we have that stability of that opposition pressing against each other. And it doesn't mean we have to force or turn out with our heels forward from our ankles, but it's just feeling that compression of the heels against each other. All right, let's take a tendu from reverse. Let's do one close straight and one plie and brush and fondu and open. Lower left, lower more élongé and 5, 6 and 7. Start back. One straight, one plie and 5 and 6. Reverse the quarter roll 7, 8. Lower flex, lower point and 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's parallel, let's stretch all the way forward, all the way back, come back to first. Let's take our arms off, press the floor away. We'll look right, center, left, center, plie, and we'll finish there. One and straight and one plie. And 8 on off, 6, 7. Both sides open, lower flex, lower point, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it coming back, and then our stretches and balances. Here we go. Articulating through the foot, painting the floor with the sole of the shoe. Brush, front, get taller and close. Out, knees open. Brush, to the back. Fondu, open, long. Élongé, and first. Starting back. Ballet teacher reminded me of that very, she always did a tendu, one up, turn over to the back, close fit, then a back up, turn over to the front. This en plat. side, up and over, away, close fifth, bump up and over towards the bar, close fifth to the back, up and over. Really all about working through that foot, bump, bump, side, up and over, goes back, side, up and over. We'll go right around to the left side. So we're not going through a full Blvd and coming down. It's more just a moment of suspension, and then we're using the backs of the legs, our glutes, our hamstrings, our inner thighs to control that heel as we're coming down. And making sure that we're not rolling over that first metatarsal, but keeping that arch lifted. Here we go. Right and left together. Arm in second the whole time. And here we go. Front, up and over, back, fit and back. Suspension. Good to the side. Really feeling the backs of the legs controlling that heel down. To the back. Ribs melting down. Good. To the side. Here we go left. Day turning and out. Up and over. Bring the whole torso in. That's a short little combination, but like, ooh, it burns. All right, let's do from fifth. Let's have our arm up. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 on quad and 6. So front side back. Plie. Stretch and 1 and 2. Plie. 5 and 6 and 7 to the side. 1 and 2. Plie away towards 5, 6, 7, 8 to front, to inside leg, 3, 5, 6, 7, start back, 2, plie, and 5, 6, plie, 7, 8, 2, plie, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 side, plie, and front, change, to outside, to inside, and 3, plie. It's kind of sous-sus. We'll have our arms in first, then we'll have the plie, allongé, plie, and we'll finish there. So the pattern is 2 tendus, 2 tendues, front, side, plie. Reverse that to the back, to side 1, 2, away, change each time, 2 outside, 2 inside, and 3, plie, stretch. And then we'll finish the back. Make these tendues the same gooiness that we just found with those controlling through the feet and not poppy or bouncy. Here we go. And up, fit, plie, and front, stop, back, plie, starting back. Two, stop, and fit, plie away, plie, close, back, and front, two, front, keep the pelvis in the same spot, but the pelvis needs to get fully over the front foot, fully over the back foot. We're going to the side. Make sure that pelvis really gets over that standing leg, so we're transferring our weight. Here we go left. Crisp times, and fit, transfer all the way, fit, and melt. Transfer the weight, down reach. Good, to the side. And two. Starting back. Let's do 7 and 8 and a 1, hold 2 and a 3 and 4, pique, and 5th and a 1, hold 2, 3 and 4 and up, and 5th. Outside leg 1, hold 2, 3 and 4. Inside 1, hold 2, 3, hold 4. Let's go passe, turn it in, turn it up, lift, change to the back. 1, hold 2 and a 3 and a 4, and up and around, up. 5th and in, and up, and bouncing, 5th, slice, and inside leg, bump, head up, turn it in, turn it out, close front. After that, let's cambre forward, cambre back. Let's find your choice, either a coupe front or a wrap sur le coup de pied. We'll balance there. Sous, plie, and finish. Up and in, holding in and up, and fit. In, and up, fit, in, and slice, inside leg, and slice, carve it up, turn it in, rotate it out, close it, and then we'll start back. Here we go. Find that difference between those dégagés closing in and those piqués floating up. And 1, hold 2, and in, and up, and fit, in. And slice, inside leg. Carve it up, raise your way. Turn it in, turn it out, start it back. Cut corners, we all really lengthened all those diagonals, which is great. Make sure that as we're doing those piqués and a rond de jambe around, that it's not pulling us off our standing foot. Whatever's happening with this working leg is also going to happen equally in opposition with that standing leg. So here, this is going up and around. This standing hip's also got to open up and around, especially when I'm coming from the back too. This is rotating This is also got to rotate in opposition, so we're staying over that standing leg. Here we go left. And opposition, standing leg. Good. And side, get tall. Use your hamstring to carve it up. Send it in, open to the back. Carve it up. Send it in, glutes rotate, open. Good, stretch forward and back, lengthen. Big balance. Ribs are narrow, melting down, so shoulders are broad and open. Taller as you cross to Susu. And good. You have the best stage right in the world.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. When we were doing the reverse of that, I was just like, oh, there's little dogs. Oh, I know. Is that Ballet?
It was actually custom made by a girl company.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I should have brought that. All right, let's do some pas de cheval and envelope. So we'll have pas de cheval 1 and 2 inside leg and 4 to the side and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do. We already did. Let's do it again. You can go trail bait if you want. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Start back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 to the side. 7 and 8 and up. Turn in, turn out, and close. Front envelope. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Same thing. 1, 2, turn out. Envelope outside, inside, 2 outside to the side. Bum, turn in, turn out. Let's go right around to the left side. I hope there's enough music. So first time through pas de chevals, lengthening that leg. Up, turn in, turn out. Same thing from the back. Reverse it through, or repeat it through with envelopes. 2 outside, passing, turn in, turn out. Here we go. And pas de cheval front, hip to the back, to side. Passe up, turn in, turn out, lift, change and back. Pas de cheval. Good. Sit, turn in. Repeat on Ballet. Go down at it. On Ballet's back. Good. Music's gonna stop. Yeah, so with these pas de chevals, I want more. I had a teacher say it should be like a yawn. So I want more of a yawn out, quick, slow out. So it's on the face. Same thing with the, we'll kind of reverse a little bit with the on the face. No, same thing. Quick, slow, and quick, slow. Timing there. All right, here we go left. Yawn it up. Good. Yawn, lengthen the legs. Push. Push. Carve it up. Send it. Open it. And back. Yawn. Good. On belly. Good, nice. Makes your legs look like inches longer. All right, let's do 7 and 8 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Keep this low and through, legs straight, around, run, jeté, run, jeté, close fit. From the back, 1 and 2, tournier, reach, tournier, and reverse the forward and rock. 6 and 7 and 8, fondu and through, en l'air, around, run, jeté, run, jeté, close fit. Let's do a circular port de bras, angling towards the bar, lunge down. Do what you need to down here. You can stretch out a little bit, get a little quad stretch. When you're ready, come up. Let's come right back, arabesque, penché, up. Let's balance in a rectire. Susu, plie, and we'll finish there. 1 and 2 and 3, arm over side 4, and run, and 6 and 7 and 8, low, through, opposition on that standing leg, and run, close fit. Reverse all that, circular port de bras, angle towards the bar, lunge down, do whatever you need. Come right back, penché, and then we'll balance in a rectire. Here we go. Getting into those gooey port de bras. Front, around, tournier, down, up, down, front, 5, 6. Brush front, through to back, on left, run, jump, run, close fit from the back. Allongé, tournier. And up, run, jump, circular. Angling towards the bottom, lunge down. Do whatever you need. Whenever you're ready, we'll come right back now into the penché. Balance in a rectire. Now, Raja Sham's always when it gets a little long and different. So here, I'll go over it again first before we go into the left. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Add the arm, and 6 and 7 and 8. Brush, knee leads back, straight on l'air. Run, jump, run, close fit. And then we reverse that all from the back and do our port de bras. When we do this penché, make sure it gets really tempting to start to hinge off the leg in an effort to get that leg higher. The exact opposite. That inner thigh and that pelvis is staying reaching forward through those fingers and not hinging off and pulling off that leg. So feel that as we go, penché to the left side. Here we go. Let's do 1 and 2 and 3. Releve 4. Heel and toes over at the same time. 5. Palm raise 6 and 7 and 8. To the back. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Close. 5th and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bounce it away. 1, 2. PK towards the bar. Arabesque. 4, 5. Susu. We'll go to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Rise. 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Low. Attitude. Higher. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Just 45. Rotate to lift. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got lots of time here. 5, 6. From here, from this fondue, when we go up to Susu, that Susu and that quarter turn happen simultaneously. So we're really using that standing inner thigh in the core to bring ourselves around. Yeah. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and forward. 6, 7, 8. Inside leg to the back. Attitude brings it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Straight. 8. Bounce it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Quarter turn. 7, 8. So this attitude, lifting up, we're really using that to circular and lift from the backs of the legs. So we're not lifting up with the quads and the hip flexors. Oh, I'm out of breath now. Here we go. It's slow. Come on, 45. Attitude, rotate the heel. Fondue, concrete forward. Close fit. Inside leg. Lift that back knee up. And good. Close fit. Circle that leg. Lift up. Low. sure, again, in an effort to get our leg up, that we're not letting the pelvis tilt off that standing leg. Even if that means a lower leg, we still got to think about this standing inner thigh reaching forward in opposition. So if we were to do this in center, we would still be on our leg, yeah? So try that out, whichever leg. Or you can do a standing inner thigh reaches forward as we come up into that Blvd air vest. Yeah, good, nice. Easier said than done. All right, let's pick up the pace with these frappes. 7 and 8. 4 slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triplets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double emploi. 2, 3, 4. Petit pas ma. 6, 7, 8. From the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double emploi. 2, 3, 4. Triplets. 6, 7. Let's go straight around to the left side. You're welcome to do the reverse on Blvd or keep it all on flat. You have your choice. Front, side, front, side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double emploi. 2, 3, 4. Petit pas ma. And then we'll reverse it from the back. What I love about switching from front to side so quickly is that it really forces us to make sure our knees coming back in those frappes each time. Here we go. And front, and side, and front, and side. Triplets. 1, 2, 3. Side, front, side. Double emploi. From the back. Triplets. Back, side, back. Double emploi. Here we go, left, and front, and side. Front to the back. Knee stays open, knee open. Good, nice. All right. Let's do some grand but miles. Let's do 7 and 8 and 1 and down and quick and up. Plie, single pirouette or a passe releve and change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 on Blvd or passe releve and change. 1 and 2. Oh yeah, that's right, sorry. No. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Inside leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half turn. 6, 7. Start left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 on Blvd. 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Inside leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, and finish. And then we'll start there. Yeah? All right. Make sure as we're doing these pirouettes at the bar that we don't anticipate too soon, but just trust that it'll be there. So we're not changing our upper body. Here we go. Oh yeah, watch out for your friends. Man, Charisse, you're challenging yourself. Impressed. Here we go. Brush up. And place. One more. Pirouette. Good. From the back. And place. Up on the on. Good. Stop. Up in a swivel. bar. We want to leave our shoulder behind. Think about turning with the same shoulder as your posse scapula. So here, I'll think about my left scapula as I'm turning to the left. This scapula whoosh, is pressing back. Not at the expense of my ribs playing out. These are melting down, but that scapula whoosh, is trying to open. Yeah, and then we have that shoulder open. Well, then we can't open too much. All right, let's face the bar. Let's do our 8 rises, 8 rises. Turn out coupe back, 8 rises. Same thing on the left, 8 rises. And then we'll stretch it. Here we go. So now plies, straight-legged relevés. Here we go. Parallel coupe, press up. As you lower, no weight in the heel. Keep that weight forward. And left side. Obstacle in your way. Quasi 7 and 8. Chasse 1 under the elbow 2 and 3. Batu 4. Pick up the front foot 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Sway the arms 1 and 2 and 3. Fondue reach 4. Pas de break 5 and 6. Day turning 7. And 8. Develop the écarté de bas. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Écarté derrière. And 6 and 7. Fouette 8. Promenade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relevé 5. Spiral 6. Pas de box 7. Close fifth 8. So we'll stop before going to the left side. But to the left. 1 and 2. And 3 and a 4 and 5. Pick up the foot, 6, and 7, and 8. Use the upper back, and 2, and 3. Reach through your fingers and toes, 4, and up, and 6. Stay turning, 7, and 8. Écarté, and 2, and 3, and 4. Derrière, and 6, and 7, and 8. Promenade, and 2, and 3, and 4. Recuperate, 5. Spiral, 6. Pas de box. 7, 5, 8. Yeah. We'll mark it to the right with music. Do we have any glaring questions about it? So here, when we're picking up the foot, this isn't a huge stretch, but we're only going down as far as we can control lifting that leg up first. And just like a penché, that leg is going to move first. We're going to connect the inner thigh to the core, and then we're ready to bring it back to the left to right. Let's mark it to the right. Here we go. 7, 8. 1, 2. Change. 3. 8 feet open. Be taller. Feel the upper back. 3. Up. Down. Écarté. Sorry. Écarté. Don't hinge off, let those forward. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's do this one all together. Just find space.
There you go. Now you got some.
Here we go.
I need puppies to inspire
Chassé, look under. Effacé. Lock to back. Front foot. Chassé, air X. Sway. 2, 3, reach, 4. Pas de break. Écarté. Écarté devant. And 1, and 2, and 3, up, 5, and if I'll say back, 6, croisé devant, pas de break, 8, and down, push, and foot, push, 2 more, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I want this feeling, 2 tendus. It's like you're reaching so far and it's like your rubber band snapping back for that pas de break. Here, not so much, because we don't want to go off that standing leg, but we have that nice cross support upper back, and then we zip it up quickly for that pas de break. Let's hear it with the music, and then we'll do it full out. Now some donkey music for us. Croisé and whip, reach, snap it back, and whip, whip, support, up, fit, and through the foot, and 5, and 6, left, and 1, and reach, snap it back. Support up or straight. Through the foot. Through the foot. And 2 more. 0, 1. And change. Okay, here we go. We'll do this one all together too. And support the arms to the back. And crisp. Reach up. Fit. Good. That's good. Let's repeat this again with dégagé starting to the left. One thing, I love doing a lot of these through the foot movements because they're really, doing them repetitively is going to help us for jumps later on to make sure that we're not rolling the foot this way and jumping on our first metatarsal. So here, now that we're doing it with dégagés, our foot's going to be off the floor, really mirroring a jump or mimicking a jump. Keep that arch lifted, going over that second and third metatarsal and pushing off that second and third metatarsal when we roll over the foot. And then now that we don't have that kickstand, watch that standing knee as we do fondue to the back for the pas de breaks or to the front. Make sure those standing knees are truly tracking over those toes. Here we go, starting left with dégagés. Watch that standing knee. Good. Standing knee. And watch that arch. Mimicking a jump. Balancé, 1, en tournant, 2, piqué arabesque, 3, stay up, developing 4, 5, and 6, pirouette 7, and 8. Let's do piqué arabesque, arms up high, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Swivel, piqué turn 5, and 6. Let's do a step over 7, chasse 8. And that can be chasse tendu, dégagé, or up to full releve arabesque. 7 and 8, balancing 1 and 2, piqué arabesque 3, stay up 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 4 and 5 and 6. Step over, chasse, oh gosh. Varoo. This developing after that PK airback isn't, unless you're like dying to do a high leg, it's not meant to be high, it's more just a presentation of that foot before the Tommy Padre. Unless you're like, no, don't hold me back. All right, let's do a little mark. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and on, down, up. Watch out, there's like a cord underneath the Marley there or something.
Oh, yeah.
Your step over is over there. Just be aware. All right, let's do, how many of us are there? Maybe like 3 at a time? Yeah, 3 at a time. Then maybe if there's a group of 4, maybe let's break it up into 2. Here we go. And bounce it out, launch it up, and reach. Bend. Good. We air us up. Shoulder, and then we're going to PK opposite arm and leg. From here, we want to stay up, so don't go down, come back up. Here, we stay up, su-su, and then developing up. Yeah, so one more time. In, out, around, PK, su-su, develop it. And then we'll go through that. Oh, as we do these step over turns, so we have PK to step over, make sure that we're placing that foot for that land up and not going through a wide board. Let's mark it to the left. Down, stay in, out, around. Up, stay up. Bend. Up, lift, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Coupe front, coupe back, brush, ensemble. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and front, back, brush, ensemble. Then we're going to reverse it. 4 changements. 3, 4, back, front, ensemble. 4 changements. 3, 4, back, front, ensemble. Yeah? So 4 changements, front, back, ensemble. 4 changements, front, back, ensemble. 4 changements, back, front, ensemble, back to front. 4 changements, back, front, ensemble, back to front. I always forget which one's over and which one's under. I can never.
This one's under, this one's over.
Oh, okay, there we
The
go.
way your moving leg is going, right?
But it doesn't, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like,
It's
what is
under
the
your
front?
rear.
From the front to
Under
under,
your
I
rear.
don't know.
Wait, this is under?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
So 4 changements.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
This is over, this is under.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which one is it again?
Like she said.
When your leg goes from the front to the
Over.
back, it's under. When it goes from the back to
Under.
the front.
Under. It's going
Oh,
under
okay.
your rear.
Okay. I think that makes
Under the
sense.
rear end.
Let's do so 1, 2, 3, 4, front, back, oscillate over. Front to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, front, back, front to back. 1, 2, I'll never learn. Back, front, back to front. 1, 2, 3, 4, back, front, back to front. There we go. So just a big thing in this one is to make sure that we truly get those heels down, especially before the ensemble here, that we're not taking off the ball of our foot, but that we're really putting that heel down, especially for vertigo allegro coming up. Here we go. And 4. And front and back and brush. And front and back. 7. Good. Back front. Brush. Good, nice. Let's go from the back. Oh, let's do one we did a long time ago. I remember this one. 7 and 8. Glissade, jeté, Ballet, pas de barrette. Glissade, jeté, out, pas de barrette. Glissade, ensemble, sauté, coupé, slide. Fit on a chicat. Glissade, jeté, out, pas de barrette. Glissade, jeté, and out, pas de barrette. Glissade, ensemble, sauté, coupé, slide. Fit on chicat. So that sauté coupe slide, if we did in slow-mo, we'd come up like we just did to sauté coupe, land on that same leg, and then push out to the side. But it happens, and 5, 6, to on chicat. And this little développé after the jeté, it's not a high leg, it's just like you're checking out your foot. What's it doing? Yeah, one more time, and we'll mark it. 7 and 8, glissade, jeté, look at your foot. Glissade, jeté, look at your foot. Glissade, ensemble, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and towards your front leg, 6 and 7, 8. So that sauté coupe slide is always going to be towards whatever leg is in front. All right, let's mark it. We'll mark it right and left. Let's do kind of a medium tempo. Let's see how this is.
Left leg front to start.
Yes. Let's do it again. Let's do the same tempo. And that way, if you want to add batus, I feel like this tempo is more, is better for batus if you want to add them in. Let's start to the left. Let's go over a few things as we're starting going left to right now. Here, glissade, jeté. This is a développé, so don't kick it out straight, but there's a little up and out for that développé. Pas de bourrée. Glissade, jeté. Up and out. Pas de bourrée. Glissade, this is nice. Assemble, same thing. Up, out. So don't start transferring your weight until after you've landed. It should be a big surprise. Up. You gotta use to know where you're going until you land. Yeah. To the. Should we go?
Left side, start floating.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 2 on Chicago.
So the slide's going to the back angle?
I feel like I change it each time I do it.
Just make it dramatic.
If you know, it should. If you want to go straight side, by all means go straight side, but technically it should because we finished that ensemble on a quasi line. So we're going to go back on the diagonal, hit do those enchicats on the quasi line.
More natural option to go back.
Yeah, because you're already kind of in that position, yeah. All right, same two groups, let's start to the left. Now we have our right foot in front. Oh, here we go. Up and out, not a break. Stop, jeté, up and out, good. And a step. And a slide, and up and up. Good. And a slide, and up to the right. Alright, let's go from the corner. Alright, let's do from the corner 7 and 8, and a sauté and jeté, and sauté and jeté. Sauté, glissade, cabriole, chassé. Piqué, chassé or step, tour, jeté, land, tombe, pas de bourrée, glissade, soda shop, or a gentle choice. That's harsh on your knees with the sun's front floor, pas de chaz, oxen legs, gentle choice there at the end. 7 and 8 and a 1 and a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, follow back, 8 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8.
Can we go over the first one more?
Yes. This is NYCB, New York City Ballet stuff. Sauté, failli, jeté. And the same arm's going to come up as that leg going to coupe in the back. Arm carries through. Sauté, failli, jeté. Yeah. And then sauté, glissade, cabriole, chassé, piqué, chassé or step. Tour jeté, tombe, pas glissade, soda shop. We'll argue with the music. Does all that make sense, at least in our brain?
Yes.
Okay.
What about if we
When I have to get to the body, it's a different story, but. See what this tempo is going to be like. And slide, up, up, glissade, cabriole, chassé. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. are different from Petit Allegro. Fette's Petit Allegro, we're doing them across our balance beam, nice and tiny. But these, we have a moment where our body's kind of in a crescent moon shape in the air with that saute. So it can be a little bit more suspension than doing them down our balance beam like the Petit Allegro. All right, let's do the same groups as pirouettes. 3 or 2 at a time. Here we go. And up, soar, and up. Use that carry beat. Reach. Good. Nice. Up. Push. Up. Push. Good. Here, oh, this is so nice. It got like better and better. Here, soar, and here, soar. When we do this cat reel, we saw truly try to bring that second leg up to the first leg and not vice versa, or not the opposite. And also, too, don't look down. For brises, we're hinged forward and we're looking down. For cat reels, we have that apama to even fall back a little bit, like you're like, I don't want to do the Aramis. Yeah. Let's mark it to that so we got to work down. It's not just me.
try it.
All right, here we go. Take two.
Actually, couldn't hurt.
Good. Good. Right. All right. Oh, 10:30 on the dot. And I got to be here another Saturday. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I just love the beauty part so much. What's your name?
Corinne.
Corinne. Do you dance at the U of A? Is that?
No, so I'm in grad school. I'm on athletic rotation here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so PT, physical therapy and athletic training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, you're a beautiful dancer. She dances somewhere. Seriously? Oh my gosh. What was your name again? Corinne. Corinne.
Yeah.
Corinne. Nice to meet you, Corinne.
I'm really
Look at me.
I know, yeah, that's so exciting. Yeah. Didn't die. That's how I feel about my walk.
Well, it's funny because now it's like it's it's hard.
Are you guys feeling for
Everybody's like, oh my God, what? It's exciting. We've got three big production pieces down. So I think, and then you have a
I don't care.
yeah, so it's gonna be a show.
Yeah, where'd you find the gas?
It's fast.
Oh, how do you guys always here? Oh, gotcha.